All right, hold on. Let's go to speed questions because this is about to be a 2-hour.
I'm sorry, bro.
Christopher Nolan movie. If we let's get to the speed questions. Let's get some speed to the end of this episode.
Let's do it. All right, speed questions. We got 3 NBA questions and we have an NFL just to end the video.
Let's do it.
Speed questions with Gav. Who is your biggest faker in the NBA? Cap. A lot of people, the media, have high hopes in this team, or the fan bases have high hopes in this team, and it's just cap. They are not doing anything come playoff time.
Okay, Cleveland Cavaliers. And the reason I'm going to say that, is because I do believe in them to obviously like win a playoff series and all.
Okay.
But I am easily lower on them than most of the people I talk to or all of the people I listen to. I can't see this team beating the Celtics.
No.
And I know a lot of people are excited for that series, but I think the aura of that series is it's going to go to game 1 in the Cleveland Cavaliers arena. It's going to be rocking. That first quarter is going to be close. It might be close to the third quarter, and then the Celtics are going to slip away piece by piece. I don't know how late it's going to be in that game, and that's kind of how the series is going to be. I don't think the Cavs can even beat the Bucks. Yeah. And I'll be real, honestly, if Jalen Brunson and the Knicks play the Cavs, Jalen Brunson is the best player in that series. I'm not going to say the Cavs win, but Jalen Brunson is the best player in that series. So I'm going to have to see what happens at that point. I just don't think that the Cavs are head and shoulders above the East at all. I just don't. I don't think so. Is that that's probably, I mean, as a 1 seed, a 51-10 team, that's probably an insane take. But
I mean, I don't hate it. The Knicks.
The Knicks for you, yeah. I don't think
I have seen this team. Let me give you something. They have not beat the Lakers this year. They have not beat the Celtics this year.
Yeah.
They have not beat the Cavs this year. They have not beat the Thunder this year. In other words, you play good teams, you don't win. And I'm not saying that means if because they didn't lose, you know what I'm saying? Not because they didn't beat the Cavs in the regular season, they can in the playoffs. My point is, come big time games, they haven't really won one this year.
No.
When it comes to playing a really good team.
No.
And I didn't know it was this bad because I didn't feel like it was this bad. He guarded Jokic well last year, but
yeah.
I watched the Celtics in all 3. It was 3 or 4 times we had played them in our series season sweep. We just picked Cat out.
Yeah, but
who's guarding Cat?
Y'all picked Cat and Brunson out.
Who's Cat? Who's Brunson? It's a screen at the top, and it's an off-ball screen at the very top. Jason Tatum gets the switch. He gets whoever he wants on him, and we work from there. Oh, Brown. All right, Brown, go at him. D. White, go at him. Like it's crazy to see. And you think with Tibbs they would be a good defensive team, and I hate to say it. I love the addition roster-wise that they did. I think the Timberwolves lost the trade. I think they won the trade roster-wise. Yeah. But you might have to get a new coach in there, and I think you might with their. If you just want to go ahead and not be as good defensively, you still have to improve in that. Go get an offensive coach. Go get an offensive coach that can make Brunson better, Bridges better, Anunoby better, Cat better, and
it's funny that you said that because I agree. I think the Knicks won that trade, but I'll take it a step further. I think if Minnesota and New York played in a series today, obviously, well, Jalen Brunson's hurt, but if they played in a series, I would take Minnesota to win that series.
Yes,
and I don't think it would be particularly close with the perimeter defense that they have because the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson's great, but they don't have any shot creators.
No,
they only have one shot creator. They have shot makers. They have 3 shot makers and perimeter defense that hasn't been particularly great this year. And Cat is a 4. Cat doesn't offer rim protection.
No.
I mean, he offers a big body to stop big bodies, as in he was great against Jokic because that's what he can move with. But if he's to play someone that can stretch the floor, which makes
not even that.
And another thing that I will say, the fact that sometimes it is genetic. The fact that Jason Tatum is 6'10" and can guard your 4, and your 4 has had no shot in hell of guarding him.
No.
And Jaylen Brown can guard any 3. And Jason Tatum is just the anomaly. Like, he's the ultimate mismatch.
Yes, he's Jason Tatum is the anomaly.
This dude is playing the 4. He is playing the 4. Kevin Durant, as great as he wasn't guarding any big, especially for that era when you still had like Zach Randolph around playing the 4. He wasn't guarding no 4.
I weirdly, and LeBron, I think he is now as he's gotten older, but I see a lot of small forwards being named power forwards. I'm like, bro, Kevin Durant's a small forward.
Yeah, no,
Kevin Durant's a small forward. Like,
small forward.
Even with people calling Wemby a center, I am big on saying Wemby's a 4.
Just watch them play.
Yes.
Just watch them play. I mean, that's from youth. That's all the way up.
Yes.
Next speed question. What you got?
Next speed question.
It's not a lot of speed to this, guys, but we just call it speed questions. Just
what is your NBA Finals prediction right now?
OKC Celtics. Still. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, same here.
Nothing has changed.
Okay.
You just said the Lakers are your favorite in the West.
Yeah. My fault.
Hold on. Yeah, we're not.
I'm tripping. Yeah, nah. Lakers.
Do
Celtics
you want like a? I would say 4-3 in that series as well.
Yeah,
Celtics.
7. I mean, that's not your prediction. My prediction.
By the way,
the Lakers Celtics is amazing for TV.
Lakers, that would be
the whole with Luka going to the Lakers.
There's so many storylines in that.
All of this NBA's done. Cut it out.
And by the way,
cut it out.
The quality of the NBA after All-Star break, if you haven't been watching, tune in. I mean, this is good basketball. Like, there's nothing else to complain about. Like, this is good basketball.
You're just not watching, and you're just scrolling on TikTok.
You're just hearing that.
You're not watching basketball. This has been great basketball, and
I think y'all beat us in 7 as well.
It's going to get better.
Yeah, it's going.
Like,
the playoffs.
That's the craziest part. The elite basketball that I've been watching from start to finish. Usually, I get like tired at some point. I love watching games start to finish. I
think the Eastern Conference. Once the Eastern Conference gets like kind of respectable basketball back again in that latter half of the conference, the NBA is going to be.
All it's going to take is a star to get drafted there. I think because the Celtics will not go nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the East is always the top market teams are at the top.
Yeah,
but or the best players. But
yeah,
all right. Or last 2 speed questions, I believe.
So Kendrick Perkins releases top 5 guards. I want to know what you thought about this. This really isn't a debate, but
interesting.
I'll start from 1 and go to 5.
Is point guards or just guards?
Point guards. Okay. In his eyes. Shea at 1, Jalen Brunson at 2, Steph Curry at 3, Luka at 4, and Cade Cunningham at 5.
That's a good list, though. Not the order of it at all. Like, not the order of it. I would say
those are the 5 for you.
Shea, Luka, Steph, Jalen Brunson, Cade.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I would. I mean, no. Just the order is terrible.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
The order, like Luka 4 is terrible.
Yeah. Luka should be 2.
I have the same list as you, but I have Cade over Brunson. I think Cade is, first of all, they would beat the Knicks. Let me say that.
The Pistons?
Cade would be the best player in that series.
Have you watched them guard?
Yeah. Yeah, but here's the thing. That is a young team that is not scared of nobody, and I think Cade is Luka-like.
Yes.
Without the hot streaks of offense, but
capable defender. Great defender.
Very great defender.
Yeah.
So this is a guy that you're starting to see why he was the number 1 pick. A 6'8" point guard. He could revive his career, and I mean, Jason Tatum said the other night he hasn't seen Detroit like this since he's been in the league.
Yeah.
They haven't, like, he hasn't seen Detroit, the fans, the whole everything. I think Cade Cunningham, look who he's doing it with too. Like, people try to do the whole LaMelo Cade Cunningham thing. No. LaMelo and Cade Cunningham are not in the same conversation. He's playing with Malik Beasley, Jalen Duren, Tobias Harris. Stop acting like they just surrounded this man with a squad.
Yeah,
no, he is elevating this team to what? The 6th seed now?
Yes.
They would play New York in round 1. Give me Detroit.
Yeah. And then they'll play y'all, and we'll see. But
man, I would love to see them play. Like, I could see them making a conference final if they just didn't have to face us.
But
I could see them beating. Bro, there's a world where the Cavs choke it, but nah, they wouldn't beat the Cavs. They're just not that. Just roster-wise, they're not that good. But Cade is
and my thing is, I expect elite longevity as well based off of his play style.
Yes.
And his pace is ridiculous.
His pace is crazy.
He plays with great pace. And
with Curry on the way up, this man could be the 3rd best point guard in the league for years to come.
I mean, he could be in the mix with them guys.
Yeah, if he gets a roster constructed around him.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing you want to see with Cade. Like, we know he's that good, but it's like your question is, when he gets a group of guys around him, is he gonna be like? But the problem is, he might retire and not have a group of guys.
I will say
around him.
Malik
Same
Beasley.
thing with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards might retire. Like, yes, last year's team was good, but like, he might retire with a team that like really can't win a finals.
Malik Beasley, I will say, is
Good.
He's shooting at the highest percentage in the league right now.
Yeah.
So that's impressive.
Yeah.
Also, in Minnesota, I did want to touch on Minnesota a little bit. Have you watched them play? I
have.
I think.
But Julius Randle's not playing, is he?
He has been recently.
He has?
And since he's been back, they've been good. And I love when he plays the 5.
I mean, that's fair.
I just love when Rudy Gobert. I love when I get to see Rudy Gobert not play basketball, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like, because at first I'm like, okay, it's not Randle. Randle at the 5, I like it. I do like Randle at the 5. I like how that sounds spacing-wise. It sounds great spacing-wise. I hated the spacing when it was Randle 4, Rudy 5, and I said that the moment the trade happened when we got in this room, and I was right. The spacing of a guy getting into a Barkley, backing down people, and then another guy that literally cannot score unless he stands on that block. That is terrible spacing.
Bro, you got to...
That was, spacing-wise, that was just a terrible trade. And you can't get off Gobert's contract.
You got to bench him. Like, you have to bench him.
No, I've never seen a player get, like, this man literally gets talked about as the best defender in the league at times, like last year.
Yes.
And his Olympic coach and his NBA coach both sat him during key defensive possessions in the playoffs because they literally said in the post-game presser, yeah, we went with a lineup that we thought would get us a stop. We went with the lineup.
I'm sorry if your country's, this is the Olympics if he's getting sat, bro. Like that's all you need to see. Literally. That's all you need to see. Next big question. Like I don't even want to talk about Rudy.
That's all my NBA questions, and this is just my last one for NFL. For the NFL offseason, already making some moves early. Who do you expect out of the entire NFL to have the biggest offseason? Which team do you expect to have the biggest offseason?
Well, I mean, the Washington Commanders are already making some moves.
And that was my team because of cap space and because of the urgency with Jaden Daniels being on a cheap contract to take advantage of that, getting Deebo Samuel, re-signing Bobby Wagner, you having a lot of cap space left. You can, you can draft and you can go pick up some guys in free agency.
Absolutely.
I mean, I just stack the weapons. I go pick up Lockett right now.
Yeah. If I was to choose one that I would like to see active be in free agency, the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
I would like to see DK Metcalf has now requested a trade. I would love to see them take a big swing. I know that's not Harbaugh's style.
Right.
He probably wants to draft another
lineman,
running back or something. And they need a running back as well. They need to be active in getting elite skill guys in this offseason. Because right now, Justin Herbert, as much as we do disrespect this guy, we do have to acknowledge who he is throwing to. I mean, I hate even watching their receivers. Yeah. And I feel like DK Metcalf, I don't know if you could find a more perfect fit for a guy like Justin Herbert as far as throwing them. Because you do have to think about that when you think about these wide receiver quarterback tandems. How is it going to look?
Yeah.
And I think as far as DK Metcalf being the big guy and Justin Herbert being the big guy who throws up to big guys with a big arm that could get it to big distances, let's do that.
Yeah.
Like, let's go make that happen. Another player getting moved to the AFC West along with Geno Smith today, which we didn't even talk about, which is fine because I have nothing to really talk about. Geno Smith. The Raiders are going to be the Raiders.
Geno Smith's not getting this pod.
He's not getting. Yeah, we gotta start moving the chains. So let's not talk about Geno. All right.
No.
Well, that was a good episode. It's time to get some shut eye. We've had a long week. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be very much more active.
100%.
Keep showing love. And thank you. Peace out.